Tish, everyone that I know that knows you loves you and thinks you are just one of the nicest, sweetest people that they've ever met, and I would totally agree with that. But here at our church family, as much as people love you, I know they love you from a distance, a lot of them. And so we've been trying over the last couple of months to get to know some of the pastors on a little bit of a deeper level. So I wondered today, we could ask you a couple questions, get to know Pastor Tish, and then we'll play Fast Five with Tish Faith. Is that all right with you?
It'll be fun.
Awesome.
Great.
So the first question is, what led to you giving your life to Jesus?
Oh, Jared, that's kind of a lifelong kind of thing. I can remember when I was younger, my dad became very sick with cancer. And the one thing that brought him a lot of joy and peace in his life was Jesus. And we were not a church-going family. I didn't know who this Jesus was that he spoke of, that he gained his strength from and his joy from amidst all the pain and the suffering. And I believe that a really big seed was planted at that time in my heart. And then many years later, I started working at an office, and there was a lovely receptionist, and there was just something about the way she handled people, her kindness, her goodness. She was honest, integrity, and I remember looking at her thinking, I want what she has.
Wow.
And God blessed us. We had an opportunity to work in downtown Toronto together. And I got her full attention for an hour and a half every single day in the car on our commute to Toronto. And I would show up every single morning with my God questions, I would call them. And she never, ever made me feel silly with some of the questions I asked.
That's amazing.
And I had a really captive audience. And we laughed, we cried, and I gave my heart to Jesus then.
That is absolutely incredible. I love that story. I love that it was a lifetime journey too. You know, we are all on a lifetime journey getting to know Jesus, and so that's really cool. Well, people may or may not know this, but pastoring is not your first career. You've had other careers in the past, and even have one going right now as well. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing now, and then how did you get into pastoral ministry?
I am bivocational at the moment. I think that's what you call it when you have two careers. And so what happened for me with Glad Tidings is when I first started attending Glad Tidings, I started to serve with the littles, my favorite people.
All the kids.
And I just kind of gained more and more responsibility. And as the years went on, my responsibilities grew in the church with the little ones. And then I went through the leadership pipeline here at Glad Tidings, and I was approached to take on a couple of contract positions when the positions for a family life pastor became available. And I was very humbled and very honored and had an absolute amazing time, accepted the contract, and it was a huge blessing in my life. And then that temporary contract was approached to me to become permanent, and with lots of prayer and support and love from my family, of course, I said yes.
Oh wow, and we are so blessed and glad that you did, and yeah, we just love having you on the pastoral team, and that's amazing. Well, let's have a little bit of fun.
Yep.
We call this Fast Five.
Okay.
Let's play Fast Five with Pastor Tish. All right, here you go. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. Just give me the answer right off the top of your head. You don't know what the questions are. Here we go. First question, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Captain Crunch cereal.
Oh, that's an unexpected twist. Love that. Captain Crunch, right? But it would be like, does that cut your mouth up when you eat it, or you just...
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You've built up calluses. Gotcha. All right, best advice someone ever gave you?
Oh, do it afraid. Just do it.
Oh, that's good. Write that down. That's really good. Okay, here we go. What Disney character would you want to have as your best friend?
Okay, so I do appreciate Cinderella's attention to detail and her cleanliness. I do love that Snow White talked to animals, but I'm going for a warrior princess as my best friend, and that's going to be Mulan.
Mulan. Awesome, I love that. The cartoon or the live character action, which one did you like better?
I like the live character one.
I just saw it recently. It was really good. I saw it over the Christmas break. All right, okay, if you didn't need to sleep, what would you spend that time doing?
Reading.
Okay.
Everything.
Everything. Fiction, nonfiction, just
Reading everything.
reading everything. All right, and here we go. Last question. if you had a warning label on your life, what would it say?
Don't follow me, we'll all be lost. No sense of direction.
I love that. There we go, Fast Five with Pastor Tish.